Here we go. We're back at the men's 10-ball challenge. Jay Helfert with George Teachea.
Perfect. Said it just right.
Mike Dechaine versus Greg Romero. I know you're all familiar with Mike Dechaine, one of the top players in the United States. Greg Romero, thank you for George providing me this information, was the 2014 BCA Open Division champion, which is quite a feat, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's like 1,000 players in that event.
He comes to us from Denver, Colorado, and he says, I asked him where he played out of. He says, I play out of my home. I have a 9-foot diamond, and I play there. How's that?
That's good enough.
So that's good enough. And apparently it was in 2014 if he won that BCA Open. That's a tough division to win, the singles.
I'm going to tell you something. See how they're looking at the leg? Let me tell you something, George. The farther you get back from the table, the better you can see it.
You said that the other day. I really noticed that. And
the guy standing over here by the bleachers, he can see it better than anybody else.
Well, it looks like Mike's going to have this one. It's coming up again.
Oh
It might be tied again.
Oh
2 lags in a row.
Oh, my God.
Apparently not. Looks like Mike won the lag.
Pretty good. They're pretty evenly matched.
How about that? Lag-wise. Now, if you were here last night for the 9-ball challenge or yesterday afternoon, that's about how hard Corey Dewey was breaking the balls. A little stab at Corey. We're just kidding. But this is the second match for. This is actually a third-round match. They both players had a bye. They've played one match. They both Mike won his 7-2 and Greg won his 7-5. So they're going to meet each other here in a race to 7 10-ball. BCA rules.
83 players in the 10-ball division. Correct. I suspect first prize is about 2,000.
We haven't seen that. They haven't posted that yet. But we're at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, coming to you live from the Pro Arena in the big room, big ballroom. We're in the back. It's all lit up with lights. Great looking arena, as you can see. Omega Billiards is the official store. We're on 7-foot diamonds. Simonis cloth. Dechaine breaking the balls. And they're flying in from everywhere. Made one.
I suspect Mike doesn't know this guy either, but he's going to find out real soon.
Well, it's alternate break format, so he can't close them out. You can't put a 7-pack on him.
Hey, listen, anybody that win the Open Division of the BCA tournament is a good player in my book.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there's any intimidation factor with him playing the seasoned pro?
You know, I would say normally yes, but this guy's a little bit older guy. He's been around the block a few times. He's won a big tournament. I got a feeling he'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how quickly he pulled his jump cue out.
Well,
got it right out there. Now he's getting, I don't know what he's grabbing now. Maybe it's a longer butt or something. These guys, they got all the tools now, George.
Yep. He can either jump this as he's going to do, as he's going to attempt or do, or he could 3-rail kick it.
He didn't waste any time calling
Not
this.
at all.
He's jumping 2 full balls here. A pretty good opening shot, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Especially if he makes it.
He came to the table cold. He didn't even get a chance to warm up.
Yep.
He came from a team match.
Yeah, this is his first shot.
I didn't ask him if his team won.
Well, Mike's not even looking at him to see if he makes it or how he plays it. Mike's looking away. I hope he makes this ball just to see Mike's reaction. Now he's looking.
Long jump. Wow.
He hit it. He's going to get safe. You might get safe. No, it went right between those balls and came straight back out. Gave Mike a shot. Mike will probably play him safe behind the 6, is it? Oh, he's going for it.
I think the one ball will go.
Okay, I
wasn't
sure.
This is a long shot.
Yes. And go it did.
He hit that one pretty nice.
Yes.
Advantage, Mike Dechaine in this first rack.
Yeah, looks like he has position on the deuce, and it goes. So gets on this 3-ball, and he's going to be liking it, and he does. He'll play it in the corner, 4-ball on the side.
Last match, I watched Max Aberle defeat Shane McMahon, a very good match. It was like every game was one inning. You know something interesting about the match last night that we had, that 8-ball match race to 21 between Thorsten and Shane? Do you know that not one game went past the second inning?
Oh, wow.
and most
Wow.
of the games were settled in the first inning. The majority of the games ended in the first inning. I didn't know that, but somebody posted statistics. They said there was no game that went past the second inning.
Wow. And the same for the U.S. Open 8-ball championships. I think Shane ran 31 of 38 racks. I think it was 79%, something like that.
That's crazy.
Right.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Mike Dechaine is making quick work of this first rack.
It is quick work, isn't it? He's just coming right through there in perfect line.
Yeah, Greg Romero will be breaking, though. Greg Romero Sr.
Mm-hmm. Now, see, he's got a Fargo rating of 646 to Mike's almost 800, 793.
I don't know his age, but he looks definitely mid to late 40s, maybe even older than that. He's got a lot of energy, though. He's bouncing all around the room. He came in smiling. I like this guy already.
Yeah. He came in happy-go-lucky.
He came bouncing in from a team match. I suspect his team won. He's so happy.
That could well be. He did play a match in the 10-ball at 11 o'clock. So he came in from a match there.
So he's been busy. He played
he's
11
been
o'clock, then he went and played teams, and now he's back. I think the teams kind of takes priority over the 10-ball challenge.
Not if you paid $160 to get in.
No, I understand. You might get forfeited if you're playing a team match. It's a chance you take. That's my understanding. I know they did that last year.
Plays with a glove.
God, so many guys play with a glove.
They are. I tried one for the first time. I kind of like it. I haven't played with it yet, though. I just hit some balls with it. It felt real good.
I think Shane influenced a lot of people when he started playing with a glove.
Well, I think when you get in the southeast where it's humid and hot, it makes sense. Well, he broke the balls pretty decent. I don't think anything's going in. No,
empty.
It didn't. Empty break.
Empty. The 2's tied up with the 8.
As is the 5. No, the 5's tied up with the 9, I think. I don't think it goes. No, it might go by.
The 5 will go. The 5 will go
by.
But he's got to deal with his 2-ball.
He's going 2 rails to move the 8. He's going to follow those 2 rails to move the ball.
Nicely
right there.
done. He got it out, but he might be playing safe here. He can duck a couple different ways. He could just put the cue ball underneath that 3. That's what he's doing.
And use the 8 also in case the 3-ball doesn't get him.
Got to hit this soft. Got to hit this soft.
Oh, he went all the way around these balls. He's
going
to snuggle up against it, too.
Ooh.
Jump this.
That's even better.
Yep.
That's even better.
Jump this. He's too close to jump, so he's got to use the rails. He'll probably go 1 rail kick at it.
What you gonna do now, champ?
US
It's one
Open.
thing to be an amateur champ. It's another thing to be a professional
champ. And you see the difference right here.
Well, we will.
Yep.
We will. It'll show up.
I hope he puts on a good show for us. I hope he plays well and really tests Mike Dechaine, if not beat him.
Well, listen, a high-level amateur is very capable of beating a pro on a 7-foot table.
In a race of 7.
Yeah, you're right, and especially in a race of 7. Now, put him on a 9-foot table in a long race like a race to 11, and the skill level will show up a little bit more.
As you can see, Fargo says there's a 2% chance of him winning this race from right here.
It looks like he's lined up pretty good on this. Maybe a little bit short. Let's see. He hit it
nice hit, and it's going to go back to the middle of the table. Mike could be playing safe or cutting it. It looks like he might be cutting this ball.
Well, he just jumped right up there on this shot. He didn't even take a look at it.
I think he feels he can just fire away.
Well, let's.
He's
going to
get a roll
again. He's going to get lucky again. Get that jump cue.
He's got it. He didn't even hesitate. He started reaching for it before the ball stopped rolling.
I wanted to really see Greg get a shot at an open table.
I think he makes this.
Yeah. This is a lot easier than that first jump shot he had.
One of the things, even the pros do it now. They all jump so well, but there's a lot of amateurs that just jump very, very well.
Well, this guy impressed me with his first jump shot. If he makes it, he should get a shot at the 3. The 3's close to that far corner pocket.
It looks like he's missing the ball. Let's watch it. Let's watch him.
Well, he's taking a lot of time on this one. on a pretty straightforward jump shot. No.
Emotional.
Yeah.
Did a little disappointment dance at the end there.
I think nerves came into play on that one. He spent a lot of time on what was actually a very straightforward jump shot. There was nothing tricky about that one.
No, it was. Well, Mr. Dechaine off to the races here.
He got a little bit of an off angle on the 4 here.
Is he going around, do you think? Nope, over and back.
Should be good now. You know, when you play as good as Mike Dechaine and you're a top-level pro and you draw an amateur player that you don't know, it's easy to be a little overconfident. I mean, so far, from what he's seen, he expects to run all over this guy, but I have a funny feeling this guy's going to show up before this match is over, and Mike is going to find out that he can play.
Oh, I'm sure with the 646 Fargo rating, he can play. He's in Arizona. We would call that about a 9-speed player. Out of 10, a pro being a 10-1.
Yeah, right now, Mike. Yeah, right now, Mike is totally freewheeling, like you would do if you had kind of what we call a duck.
Well, he's had the shots, and he's also had two good
leaves.
2 good leaves that he didn't really play. So
I want to see Greg play. Mike was very fortunate to leave him hooked on that last turn.
It would have been nice to see him complete that jump shot and then see how he went about his business, his pattern that he uses, how he moves the cue ball. And we'll see that. He's going to get the break every other time. So other than that, if he leaves an opening, Mr. Dechaine should handle it. After all, he is the pro in the match.
You know, it didn't help Greg Romero that he rushed over here from another table, and it's like he didn't really have a chance to prepare mentally. He's trying to get himself ready right now. I can see him. He's taking deep breaths and stuff like that. He knows what to do, but I mean, it would have been nice if he'd had enough time to at least hit one rack.
Exactly. I was going to say, I would venture to say that this table plays different than the other tables in the ballroom.
No question about it.
It's kept. I mean, it's cleaned. It's
thanks to our cameraman, John.
Yeah, he cleans it after every match. He cleans the balls. He wipes the balls after every match.
Can he see this ball?
Looks like it. He's shooting like he can. Oh, he went rail first and played the safety.
Look what he's doing to this poor guy. Look what he's doing. You can't hit this one, Greg. I'm sorry, man. You might as well just hand the ball. You know what I do if I'm in this spot, George? I'm just pick up the cue ball and hand it to Mike. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I mean,
well,
there ain't no 3-railer there. There ain't nothing.
He can't. You know what I was thinking he might try to do is hit the cue ball to the point of the side pocket if he can get there and maybe come back up.
Yeah, but he can't even do that. You know what?
You can't even do that.
You don't want to try. Yeah, I'll tell you something. You don't want to try anything here because you don't want to break up those other balls.
Yeah, let him break them up.
Yeah, leave those balls there. The worst thing he can do is break up that little 6, 7, 9.
Is there a 3-foul rule for this?
Sure.
I believe there is.
Sure
So that might be a bad thing because he might decide to just, well, now he'll go for the run out, I think. We'll see.
Of course he will.
Let's let it develop, and I'll let it develop and not guess.
Well, I would be 99% certain if Mike gets ball in hand, he's going to go for the run out. And where the 2 ball is, he may break these balls up off the 1.
And with some speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he can come between the 6, 7 and come towards the 2 ball.
Greg, I don't know what you're doing, but
it's wrong.
He's trying. No, it's not wrong. It's just it's like he's trying to shoot one rail off the point of the other side pocket.
And there's,
I mean, it's a lot of wasted energy here because even Efren couldn't hit this ball. Efren would be smiling.
What is he?
He's trying to hit it off the point of the other pocket. You see what he was trying to do?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, yeah.
He didn't miss it by much.
Well,
He hit
even
inside
if he'd
the
hit
point.
the point, it could have
Yeah.
gone anywhere.
And all over the place, exactly.
Now, if you're shooting straight at the point, you got a chance to do something.
He was creative to even try that.
Yeah. But that was not a 1 in 100 shot. That was a 1 in a million. I mean, if somebody gave me 100 tries at it, I might hit. See, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to move him.
Yeah.
But he didn't do a good job of it. He's going to have to move him again because that 6 is still tied up against the 9.
I just really wonder why he just didn't shoot at the ball and give himself an angle to go into him without hitting the rail.
Like I said, see how he's just playing real fast and loose right now. He's not taking this guy seriously, but he hasn't really seen the guy shoot yet.
No.
You might see him shoot this rack. Let's see where he's going to try and hide him again.
Right behind the 9, you think?
Yeah, here he goes
right
again.
behind the 9. There he goes again. Yeah, and he's jumping. Again, he might have a shot.
I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, he's got the jump cue out.
Well, he doesn't.
This guy has not had an open shot at a ball yet.
It's calling into the corner pocket. Wearing some team gear. His new CSI badge that looks like a credit card with a barcode on it, on his pants, on his cargo pant there on the bottom.
First guy we've seen out here wearing shorts.
Yes.
He'll hit this one. I predict he'll hit it.
Almost made it.
Yeah.
He
Look at this. Watch, it'll stop right in front of the side pocket for Mike. You know, things are going Mike's way. It's a thin hit, though. That's a real thin cut shot on the side. He got it. No problem. Problem's coming up with this 6 ball.
Going from the 5 to the 6. See what angle he gets here. Interesting angle. Not sharp enough to go to the side and come back up for the 6 in the right-hand corner. So let's see how he handles it. All the way around. Yeah, all the way around.
He tried.
He got there.
Let's see. Will the 6 go?
If it goes, he's there if it goes.
He was actually shooting, trying to break him up, but
it goes.
Wow. Mike got a real generous roll there.
He's had 3 of them so far.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say, the good players get the rolls.
That's right. I like to say the good players usually create their own roles.
This is for game number 3. We're only going to 7. We have yet to see Greg Romero shoot at an open ball.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a quick story, George. I was playing in a senior tournament about 15 years ago. At least up in Reno. It was one of Steve Miserak's tournament. And I won my first 2 matches, and I was feeling pretty good. So we were final 16 players. It was a 64-man board, final 16 on the winner's side. I got Buddy Hall. I'm feeling pretty good about how I'm playing. I did not shoot at an open ball until the score was 7-0. And then I shot off the end rail at a very long shot. And the only match I didn't play a lot of tournaments in my life, but I played a few back in the 80s is when I played some pro tournaments. But Buddy beat me 11-0. Wow. I never ever lost a match 11-0, but that one. After the match was over and I shook hands with Buddy, the only thing I could think of to say was, "Thanks for the lesson."
Exactly. Well, Greg's on his way to getting one here, but he can provide one at the same time because he's in control now. He broke him good last time, but didn't make a ball. But the cue ball was well controlled. It came straight back. No.
Yeah, he's not.
No ball on the break.
He doesn't have a real powerful break.
No, he doesn't.
He just kind of pumps that cue. He doesn't really swing it,
Keep in mind that in this 10-ball challenge, amateurs, pros are all mixed together. So this is actually on the stream. This gentleman, Greg Romero Sr. has been the lowest rated Fargo player we've seen.
Yeah, anybody can play in this tournament.
Anybody can play in this tournament.
$160 entry fee and get in there.
And you can mix it up with the pros. 9-ball challenge was the same way, but we saw some great matches, and we saw the cream rise to the top there.
Well, we had 94 players in the 9-ball challenge. We've got 83 in this tournament, but the field is full of good players.
Yes, it is. Dechaine's here, Corey Doole's here, Shane McMahon, who just lost his match to
Max Eberly.
So we have some, a
lot of good players.
Rodney Morris is in this. You got some pros still here.
He can see the edge of the ball.
If he can, I suggest he puts him back behind the other balls over there and plays safe.
He looks like he's trying to make it past the 10. He is, but it was kind of a tough for his first open shot. It was kind of tough. Just things ain't going his way. Meanwhile, this is going to be a tough rack for Mike, with that 3, 5, 7 all lined up on the side rail.
The tough part about an amateur playing a pro is they won't even try to get started at an open shot unless they know they can make it and run out. He'll play a safe to get an open shot.
Looks like he's playing his combination of 2 into the 6.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Tied up the 3.
Now
but
he wants to break these balls.
Right.
Inside English, come right up into that 3 ball.
And boom, there it is.
Well, he broke it. I think he broke it just enough where he could. Let's see.
You can come off his ball.
No, I think he's playing a 3 across side. Let's see.
Missed it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You know, George, Mike did not even look at that shot. You know what I mean? He never took a look at the angle, and that was when you're close to the ball and cutting it that much, that's not an easy cut shot.
It is important to take your time on it.
He treated it very lightly.
As he's treating this opponent.
Yeah. Well, Greg, you got a shot, buddy. Do something. Show us.
Well, he said he was from Denver, not Missouri. And that's a well-played shot.
Isn't Denver close to Missouri? I don't know. Well, he's got an open rack.
Yep.
I'm predicting he's going to run out. I think he's going to run out. I think he's ready. If this guy could win the BCA Open Division, he's got to be able to play.
Mm-hmm.
I know damn well I could never win that division.
Nicely done. Could have gone after it either way, follow or draw.
The good news here is that 7 ball's laying in the jaws of the pocket, so he doesn't really have to worry about position. Just even though he's on the rail, he can just roll the 5 in and he'll be all right. He'll feel a lot better if he can win a game. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure. I think you're right. I think he stands a very, very good shot at winning this game.
Of winning the match? Are you serious?
Winning this game right here.
Winning the match? Come on, you got to be kidding.
I did not say that.
Here's the hardest position shot right here.
Yes.
It's not as easy to play position when a ball's buried in the pocket as you think.
He did it very nice.
He got there.
Oh, very well done.
Yeah, he's okay. Well, he's got the right angle, so all he's got to do is roll the 8 in, a little bit of left English, and he'll come out for the 9 on the side. You can do it, Greg. Come on, win a game, buddy. Show Mike you're here. If you think I'm pulling for Greg Romero, you're right, I am. I want to see a match. Well, he didn't play for side pocket position, but he's perfect on the corner. Basically, just shoot a stop shot here, maybe draw it back a couple inches.
Reminds me of a cartoon. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. You're going for the underdog.
There was a pool player we called Underdog.
Yeah,
He's
there
a good
was.
player.
Out of California, wasn't it? Yeah.
He just died last year.
I actually recall playing him in Vegas here at a tournament and in San Diego.
He was a good player.
Yep.
I played him several times over the years. I known him since since we were young men.
Was his first name Dave?
Dave.
Okay, yeah.
Dave Chartier.
Yep. I remember him.
He could give you fits playing one pocket. Let me tell you, he knew that game pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's 3-1.
Greg Romero's on the board.
First open shot, first rack. for Greg Romero. First shot.
Thanks to a careless shot on the 3-ball by Mike Dechaine.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty big difference between that break and Greg's, wasn't there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, he smacked him.
Smacked him. The cue ball's at the head of the table. He made 3 balls.
You know what I always say, George, is that the break shot is unlike any other shot in pool. Every other shot in pool, you want to stay still. You want your body, everything to be still.
Correct.
In the break shot, you can be moving, man. It's almost like a karate punch.
A lot of guys do step into it. They
Yeah.
throw the hip. They throw the hip into it, to a hard break.
I bet Bruce Lee could have broken him hard.
Jervis.
Anyway, Mike has once again got a wide open table, thanks to that powerful break. Going 3 rails, using that inside English. Probably twist this one back 2 rails to get on the 6.
He's got to avoid the 10.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Oh, he's going all the way up there,
Yeah.
up on top. Okay.
He can pretty much just hold this cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like a stop shot, let it slide maybe a foot to the left. Kind of like that.
Kind of like that.
You made this rack look easy.
Come off the rail a bit, come off the rail for the 10, just like that. And just like that, it's 4-1.
Greg is probably one of the favorites in this. I mean, Mike is probably one of the favorites in this 10-ball tournament.
Yes, he is. Mike had a pretty decent 10-ball U.S. Open.
Right.
He lost his first match, did he not?
That I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I know he was there on the last day. Not the final day, on the second day. He probably made top 12. He was in the money. Maybe even 7th and 8th. You'd have to check your chart to see.
Well, while you let them know what's going on here with Greg breaking, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. Greg Romero's got that rack set. Let's see if he hits him a little better than last time. It was his first break didn't seem to work. He puts his hand on the table as opposed to being on the rail.
Mike Dechaine lost his first match to Danny Smith and then tied for 17th through 24th.
Oh, no. So he finished out of the money.
He finished out of the money.
Yeah, because he had to be top 16.
He finished 2 matches out of the money.
Oh, okay. I wonder how he did in the 8-ball. Did he do any good in the 8-ball?
I can do that too.
All right.
It's nice having an iPad here. 8-ball championships, 63 entrants.
Well, Greg Romero made a ball on the break. He's looking at this 2-ball. I'm not sure. He's going rail first to make the 2-ball here on a long shot. He's trying to line this up, do a measurement. He'll definitely hit the 2.
See, folks, for you guys out there, this is Jay's way of keeping me quiet, sending me to the iPad.
It's
to
working.
Look up matches. It's working good.
Well, it was working. Now it's not.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You're not missing much right now.
Well, Mike Dechaine beat Mitch Ellerman, then he lost to Rodney Morris. Sent him over to the one-loss side, and then he won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, he did do
6, 7.
Wow. I knew he went deep in one tournament.
7 matches and ended up tied for 5th, 6th, $1,600.
He went deep. That's
Yes,
right. He was playing the last day in the 8-ball.
Nice shot by
Very
Greg.
good.
Rail first, shape on the 3.
See, George, you didn't miss anything.
I saw that good shot.
Yeah.
And we'll stay on this match now instead of me looking up the iPad. And maybe I'll start looking at Facebook.
I knew he had gone deep in one of the tournaments.
Right.
5th and 6th, he was playing on the final day in the 8-ball.
Yes, he was.
Come off the edge of this 3-ball. A little tricky to get to the 4 next.
It's got to come.
He's not going to get there.
Come.
He's not going to get there.
He may be able to see the right side of the 4-ball.
I don't think so, though. I don't think so. I think he's... Is he looking at the edge of that ball like he wants to cut it in?
No, he's looking to...
Yeah, he's
Is he looking to kick it?
No,
he's looking at it now.
He was looking at it as if he wanted to cut it to his right, but I don't know. I don't like his chances on that shot.
Well, I'll say one thing. If he can hit the right side of it just barely, he can get the cue ball up by the 5 and 10 and play decent safety.
You see, he's lining up as if he's trying to cut that 4-ball in. And, yeah, he can see the very edge of the ball. He's shooting at it. Well, he changed his stance a little bit there.
Look where his chin is to his cue. It's below the cue. He's looking at the cue from the side. He's right. His eye is right over the cue, but his chin is next to the cue. He tried and failed, and it's going to cost him another game.
Well, I'm not sure. Mike can see this whole 4-ball. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he can see it. He can see it. Greg went for a shot that maybe he should have been looking to duck on. I agree with you. He could have hit the edge of the ball and gone up behind those balls and put Mike in jeopardy.
Well, he had a wall of balls.
You know, when you're cutting a ball real thin like that, you will tend to get down lower on the cue.
Yes, yes. This will just make me look at his alignment a little closer on the next shot. But he was really low. There was another player that was doing that. I think it was John Mora.
Yeah, John gets down.
John gets
like
down there, yeah.
That's his stance. Mike draws good shape on that 9, and game number 5 is going to be in the books. Well, Mike's cruising right now.
And he's breaking, too.
Yeah, Greg has not provided much opposition so far. He just hasn't been able to get untracked.
Well, I will give him credit. His very first opening shot, where he actually had a shot, he ran out. And there he started out with, well, he hooked himself there. Excuse me. Yeah.
He, you know, as we were talking about earlier, it's a little tricky to get position off a ball buried in the pocket.
Yes.
And he had a 3-ball that was in the jaws. He needed to hit it really thin on that 3 to get down table. He hit a little too much of the 3-ball, and it killed the cue ball action.
Yeah, and he also hit it with a little bit above center English instead of low. So it killed, just like you said. It's killed. Well,
Mike is hooked on the 1-ball. He's going to have to push out here.
Do you think he might 2-rail kick this 1-ball?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
He'll push to a jump shot. Well, he knows his opponent can jump.
If he shoots at that, then he's got no respect for his opponent
Exactly. That was my thought.
But I think he might challenge his opponent and put this somewhere where it's makeable, but a very difficult shot. Let's see what he's doing here.
You just did what you said.
Yeah, he's going to challenge him.
He's giving him a straight-in bank shot, that's just a stop shot, really. Make it and run out, miss it and lose.
You know, if Greg's smart, he's going to pass it back to Mike. This is like a trap. This is a Dechaine trap.
He's not passing it back. Did he call it in the side?
Yeah, he wants to hit the edge of the ball. And you know, it's tough to beat those points on this side pocket, I'll tell you right now.
I'll give him this. If he executes the shot, he will not scratch. If he hits it a little thick, he will scratch.
Yeah. That's the cue ball's tracking right down there towards that corner pocket. But I'm not saying it's not makeable. You'd have to hit the last coat of paint of the ball.
Paper thin. I think this ball can be made.
Yeah, it can be made, but can Greg make it?
We're about to find out.
I think he could make it on some days, and he's trying to play. You know, it's like he's trying to play his best game, and he doesn't have it right now. Prove me wrong, Greg. Prove me wrong. Down on that ball a long time.
Yes, he has been.
Yeah. Well, he did what both we said. He not only did he miss the ball, he scratched.
Well, no,
we both called that one.
He hit it thick.
Yeah.
But that ball may have been able to be made.
Yeah, it was able to be made. Yeah. It's just, I'm sure that he's a capable player, George, but he's not playing up to his capabilities right now. You know, he came in late, and he's never really got
no
on track.
warm up. Right. Well, yeah, exactly. He was able to run one rack out, and then came off a ball, did not get position, and now he's.
You can't come up against a guy like Mike Dechaine and not be thoroughly ready. That's all I can say. If he'd have got in here and had about 15 minutes to warm up, I got a feeling it would be closer. Let's just say it would be closer.
Mike is just going right through it.
Well, Mike is totally loose right now. He knows he's got his man. It's like a practice session for Mike.
Well, he gets to break to win another game, or we'll have the last break.
Well, at least he's on the winner's side too, so he's going to get another
Correct.
chance over on the loser bracket.
He's got a bye and a match under his belt.
This will be 2 matches.
As he racks the balls and scratches his head and says, okay. Uses a sneaky Pete to break the balls.
His last break was a lot better than the first one. He did make a ball on his last break. He's got a little bit of a sidearm stroke, just a little bit out there.
Made 2 balls.
Not bad, not bad. Give him
3
a shot.
straight in, isn't he?
He's got a shot.
He's
He
got
can see most of that ball enough. Look where the 2 ball is. Look at this rack. Greg, why didn't you start doing this sooner, buddy?
Just think you could have done it 4 times, 3 times. Well, actually,
this is
Mike,
his 3rd break. This is
Mike.
third. Yeah.
Mike had the first break.
Well, I mean, this rack is made to order.
Well, if he gets out here, we know he can play. If he doesn't get out here, well, he didn't really,
Here's what I'd like to say. Even an amateur could get out here. And Greg Romero is an amateur, a good amateur. So he's a big favorite.
to run out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now my question is, will he kind of want to loaf on the rack and not go for the run out, play the 4-10 combo, or will he just proceed to run out?
Well, I think you got to try to run out here. You don't
going.
Draw.
He's going for the run out. He's going for the run out. Some guys might decide to play that 4-10.
Yeah, no,
not a good thing.
That's not the smart shot.
No.
Well, he's got a little angle. All he's got to really do is roll the 4 in. The cue ball is going to roll up above the 5. You don't have to do too much with the cue ball here. Well, he came out okay. He rubbed that 5 ball. He was a little fortunate that he came out as good as he did.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's playing this in the side.
Yeah, he's playing in the side. Drawing the cue ball out to the right.
Now it's a little tougher to get to the 7.
He's got a stretch, and this is not Shane Van Boning. This is a long stretch here. I mean, it's almost 2 diamonds past the side pocket. Yeah, he's really stretching. I don't know if he can do anything with the cue ball here. Look at this. Can he draw that cue ball out of there? I'd be going rail first if I was
I
stretching
totally
that far.
agree. I'm total agreement.
Wow, look at this stroke. Greg, you finally showed us. You got some speed. He put a big stroke on that ball.
Yes, he did.
Nice shot, Greg. Now, can you make the 7?
He's got to do it, because if he doesn't, the match is over.
He got it. He got it. He'll get this 10 ball, I believe. This would be game number 2 for Greg Romero Sr.
The only problem is that Mike Dechaine will be breaking.
Well done,
Awesome,
Greg.
well done.
Well done. Got a little applause. Got a little applause there. The crowd acknowledged.
They want to see more pool.
Yeah.
Dry break, dry break, dry break.
I was impressed with that draw stroke when he was he was laying out all the way out on the table.
It was really stretched out.
There was an easier way to go about that. If you go rail first, you can slide over underneath that 7 ball, but he wanted to get on above it, and he did.
He just didn't want that longer shot to the...
Yeah.
He didn't want the object ball to travel that far. Mike to break the balls.
Breaking for the win.
Or as some might say, on the hill.
Where'd that saying come from?
I have no idea. When you reach
I'm
the
going to ask
acme,
Freddie. Freddie knows the answer to everything.
Okay.
You ever notice that?
Yes.
Freddie knows. He knows his stuff. Well, it looks like Mike's going to have a shot at the 1 on the side. The only problem I see is that 4 and 7 are tied up. He's going to have to open those up. Probably use the 3 ball.
He'll come up by the 5 with the cue here.
Mike's playing with a lot of confidence right now, so it doesn't faze him that he's got an awkward shot here.
I think he goes to the head rail and comes down to hit the 7.
He's using a lot of left English, a lot of inside English, cutting this ball in. Let's see. Here he goes. He did it. He did it. Now he'll shoot the 4 up in the corner and then try to shoot the 5 in the same pocket. Look at this. He doesn't even line him up. He just jumps down there and fires.
It's going right.
That'll work.
He's doing it right.
Yeah, he's making the balls.
Yep.
He missed 1 ball in the match. He missed that 3 ball.
He almost missed that 5 ball.
It's a little straight here, but I think he can. Yeah, he's just going to draw back and take the 8 in the side. This should be curtains for Romero, unless Mike stubs his toe somehow.
Not something he does often.
Unless he's playing Shane. Even good players get intimidated sometimes.
Yes, they do.
See what he did? He tried to draw back under the ball, and he didn't get there.
So it looks like
if he got back on the rail, it would be an easy shot, but he's got a tough cut shot here. Oh, he hit it perfect. He hit it perfect. Greg Romero jumps up, shakes hands. Thank you very much for your time.
So it's going to hit another ball.
All right, folks, we're going to take a break here. We'll be back at 3 o'clock with our next men's 10-ball match.
See.